You know, this is the 10th movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Marvel has officially made as many movies in 6 years as James Bond has in the last, 30. Just, wow. Guardians of the Galaxy. So Guardians of the Galaxy is a much different Marvel comic book movie than we're used to. It focuses on this team of misfits that come together to face a common enemy. The main misfit being Chris Pratt as Star-Lord. He's backed up by Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper. I don't know if I can really call this movie a gamble for Marvel because they'd be doing well even if this movie failed. But they're definitely taking a bold step making this movie. And I have to say, Guardians of the Galaxy is awesome. It's by far one of Marvel's funniest movies to date. Star-Lord is originally from planet Earth. He was abducted in the late 80s. So of course you're gonna get a bunch of 80s pop culture references, and who doesn't love those? Those are awesome. Chris Pratt was great as Star-Lord. His character gets fleshed out the most. Zoe Saldana's character was also really cool. I feel like she might be able to carry her own solo movie. Her backstory really interested me. It ties in with other parts of the universe that I didn't know about. And of course you're gonna hear this in every review of this movie. Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon was the scene stealer. Even if you go into this movie with the mindset yes, Rocket is gonna steal this movie, he's still gonna seem awesome. It's not gonna seem watered down just because you know that he's the scene stealer. Now, Dave Bautista as Drax, I will say, was my least favorite of the Guardians. He kind of talks like Spock with very little emotion and really strange dialogue that just normal people wouldn't use, which does fit his character, and it is funny, and it does fit in the movie. I just found Star-Lord, Gamora, Rocket, and Groot to be more interesting. The soundtrack in this movie was completely awesome. Bunch of 70s and 80s classics, I Want You Back, the Pina Colada song, Hooked on a Feeling. I started lip-syncing to Cherry Bomb by the Runaways in the theater. I don't think anyone saw me, but if you don't tap your feet to at least one song in this movie, I officially don't trust your taste in music. I decided to see this movie in IMAX and 3D, and Marvel's not always known for having the best 3D, but the 3D in this movie is really good. I don't know if it's completely necessary for you to go out and see this movie. It's not like Avatar where it's like, oh yes, you have to see it in 3D, there's no other way to see it. But the 3D is really good. There are a couple scenes where it's kind of like, it's trying to pop out at you. And those scenes do kind of get irritating, but it happens once or twice in the movie, so whatever. I feel like a common gripe I have with a lot of movies, especially around Oscar season, is that they end up being too long. Guardians of the Galaxy is barely over 2 hours, and honestly, it could have gone on for a little bit longer. I'd say 10, 15 minutes, maybe even 20 minutes more, because I never got tired of these characters. It was really cool seeing them on screen. I wanted to learn more about all of them, which okay, that's what the comics are for, but I like seeing it on the screen. One issue I did have with this movie was the villain, Ronan. I thought he was a little weak. Yeah, you do get the sense that he is an imposing bad guy, but in the end, I guess what I'm trying to say is he isn't the next Doc Ock, he's not the next Joker, he's not the next Loki. He's just kind of another Malekith, another Whiplash, another Abomination. He is serviceable in the movie, but I mean, when you think about the other villains that this universe has, and even this movie has, you just kind of feel like, okay, yeah, we're taking on number 2, not number 1. But Guardians of the Galaxy is one of the coolest movies you will see this summer. It's got great characters, great action, it's really funny, the script is fantastic, the music is awesome. I'm gonna give the Guardians of the Galaxy an A-. It's definitely worth your time. This movie does have a post-credit scene, and I still don't completely know what I saw. It was by far the most unexpected thing in the entire movie. Yeah, after I saw a movie with a talking tree and a talking raccoon with a machine gun, that was the most unexpected thing. So out of the 5 Guardians of the Galaxy, which one is your guys' favorite? For me, it's gotta be Rocket. Love that dude. So whoever your favorite Guardian is, comment down below with your answer for that. And thanks for watching this video. If you guys like it, you can click here to see more.